Back now with Bryan Hayes. Hayes-er ugly night for the top two Canadian contenders in the Western Conference. Skinner chased after giving up 5 goals in just 13 shots as the Oilers got pounded 6 bagel. The Canucks had a great start, but blew a 3-goal lead to the Flames. Is it too easy to ask which team was the bigger opening night flop, Bryan?
No, it's not, and it's the Vancouver Canucks. That might surprise you, but it's the Vancouver Canucks. Absolutely it is, for a couple of different reasons. One, being the opponent. I don't think Calgary's a great team this year. Full credit to the way they played last night. They battled. They could have bailed out. They were down 3-0 and 4-1 after the first. They battled. Beautiful OT winner. But I don't think they're a playoff team this year. I do think Winnipeg is. So Winnipeg went in with into Edmonton with an attitude. They want to prove new coach, new year. It's all good. We're going to be competitive. They did that. And I know it was ugly for Edmonton. And it was a carbon copy of what we saw last year. Opening night, they got smoked against Vancouver. And you would think they would learn from that. The defense didn't look great. Skinner really didn't look great. But I think they will figure this out. I don't think we're going to be 12, 14 games in Edmonton and being worried about them like we were last year. I do think we're still talking goaltending in Vancouver 12 games from now, 14 games from now. And that's why that loss sticks out as a bigger fumble, because you get a 3-goal lead, literally 3-0, then 4-1 after the first, and it got ugly. And there were some bad goalies that went in on Shilaw's last night. Where is Thatcher Demko? That's what they're talking about right now. Skinner will be okay. The Oilers will snap out of it. It's a tough look. They had a cup hangover, and they don't have a cup. Like, that is a concern. They didn't have a good preseason. They didn't play well last night, Gino. But goaltending. That's the story last night in Vancouver. It's not going to change come game 2, because Thatcher Demko is not coming back anytime soon.
You want to talk about goaltending in Vancouver? I want to go to the blue line in Edmonton. The Oilers entered the season with big questions on the back end. Ty Emberson, Brett Kulak, and Travis Dermott are all in their top 6, Bryan. The Oilers have designs on getting back to the Cup final and winning this time. Do you really think they've got the back end that's capable of doing that?
Not the way it's currently constructed. Absolutely not. They have got to make moves, and I think they know that. And again, they have a lot of time to address it, but I would suggest they get in front of the line. Right? You pay the price. You learn from what happened with Matthias Ekholm a couple of years ago, where almost every team that was playoff bound was calling Nashville at that point, saying, what is it going to take? Edmonton got there first. Edmonton paid the price. You make sure you do that if you're Stan Bowman and company out in Edmonton. Do not wait until the last minute on trade deadline and hope to get a good deal. You're in your window. This is it. McDavid, Draisaitl, you go down the list. Whoever's available in terms of top 4 help in the league, you won't be alone. A lot of other teams will be calling on whoever that player is. You got to get there first. And if it means you pay a premium in November, do it. In October, do it. Get to the front of the line, because I don't believe that's a championship caliber defense. And I think we saw a lot of that last night.
I know it was just one night flop for both those clubs, but a dozen teams have better Stanley Cup odds than the Vancouver Canucks. None have better odds than the Edmonton Oilers, but that's sure to change if they can't figure out a way to get some help on the blue line.